Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late November 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could test out the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aries collective out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous, which I'm sure you are, but let's see what's up, my guides. Talk to me. What we got for Aries? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. Let's get it going here. What's up with Aries, please? All right, that popped out super quick. Okay, now this is a very interesting card to me, and I like when she shows up in a reading, but there could be some sort of tie to the past when she shows up, whether it's something you're reflecting on, but we'll go into that a little deeper. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a little look here at this image. So that lady, she has an awesome hat, awesome dress, but she is looking behind her. Now, there are other little notes of symbolism that we could pay attention to. She has that letter, communication, something someone might want to say. So in the coming days and weeks for the Aries collective, open, honest dialogue could be very important. However, she is reflecting back towards the past. So maybe some of you are thinking back on past memories, like reflecting a little more than usual, which I know is odd for most Aries. Like, I'm an Aries myself, so I know that we're usually full steam ahead, eyes to the future. But sometimes it happens like that, right? Where you're thinking about the past. For some of you, it could be a situation or even a person from the past popping up here. But we're going to put her off to the side. We're going to get into tarot now. I'll get you 3 in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. And I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote for us. But let's get this first card out here. What do we got for Aries, please? Guidance and Sphere team. Still using the Vice Versa Tarot, which is an awesome deck. A double-sided deck. So, last week's reading was pretty interesting. It was titled An Explosive Wind. So there was a lot of that fire energy that Aries is known for, but there was a lot of energy of victory coming out on top, things going your way. So even if you've been having a rough time, those are optimistic energies. So we're going to hope for that to continue. Let's get 3 out here. And as I always say, my friends, you just take this however it hits. There's a lot of Aries out there. This energy is never set in stone, so it could be for you, someone else you're linked to that's in your circle. But we are starting off with the communication right here with that Page of Cups. Interesting that we saw it in the Oracle card. Now it's the first card out. So there might be some sort of conversations going on. Yeah. So we got the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of emotion here. Big, heavy water sign energy, my friends, because the third card you have is a card of action. Like I was saying, full steam ahead. We got the Chariot right here on the back end. So I will say this, Aries, this is a very intriguing mixture of energies we got going on. I'll go through, give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff. So communication, emotion, those are big themes that we're going to see here, whether you or somebody else. But position number 1, the Page of Pentacles. I always say all pages are communicators, all pages are students. So this is a very good, promising card for any sort of new endeavor that you might be undertaking or learning new things, learning new skills. I really like the Page of Cups. Now, if this isn't representative of a child or a water sign, the Page of Cups is that of emotional release, right? Getting something off your chest. So something might be bugging someone around you. They might want to have a conversation or a talk whenever there's a page here. So we're going to see how the rest of this plays out, because we have a lot of different things popping here, Aries. But moving over, right next to the Page of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups. Now, I always say in tarot, kings represent control. Queens represent the realm of the inner. This card can also represent motherhood, mother figures, fertility, things like that. But if not, this is an energy of somebody feeling something very strong within. Now, all water court cards can represent creativity, love, happiness, abundance, but it is very powerful feelings, very powerful emotion, intense. So I want to see what this is about. In her positive essence, this is somebody that you could talk to, a shoulder to lean on, whether you're functioning as that for somebody else or vice versa. But the rougher side of this Queen of Cups is it could be somebody suppressing something, pushing something down, not communicating it. So there could be people in two different states of being here, like with the page right next to it and her, or it could just be talking about somebody's emotional state. But moving over to the back end, this is where it gets really interesting to me. We have the Chariot. Now, this could represent somebody that falls under the sign of Cancer, so a Cancerian. This card can speak about distance. This card can speak about travel, being on the go, moving something forward. When I see this card, I just think of action, very heavy action, okay? Whether to or fro, like towards something or away. Big action here. I always say there's a little warning with this card if it's not representing a person, because the Chariot is an instrument of war, right? Like it's something that was used for battle. So in its rougher essence, the Chariot can be somebody that's like running headlong straight onto something. So we want to see how all of this plays out. Now, collectively, all together, like I said, tons of water stuff going on here, tons of emotional action, not necessarily feeling like it's a bad thing here, but somebody's emotions are heightened, like through the roof. So with all that being said, let's dive deeper, Aries. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle. What's going on for my Aries collective, please? My guides and spirit team. Yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, all readings are about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Page of Cups. And I always like to offer you to play along, right? If you know how to read tarot or you're learning how to do it, that's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. So let's see what's up with that page. You won't step on my toes, my friends, I promise. So why is this page here? There we go. All right, thank you. All right. An energy of good news here. We have the Empress. So big cards of motherhood here. Big cards of fertility and abundance. This is absolutely beautiful. So I'm liking how this is playing out already. This could be somebody in a really optimistic mind state, in a much better mood, or something really good coming in. Whenever I get the Empress, she is the goddess of the tarot deck. She represents nature and Mother Earth. This water-earth mixture we got going on here is very luscious. So for a lot of you, this could be some really exciting news or good news coming in, or a talk that just goes really well. It's really nice here. So I want to see how the rest of it plays out, though, because remember, we're right here in the beginning. Now, the Empress can also represent a Taurus, other earth sign energy. Some people even say Libra because of the Venus tie. But when I see the Page of Cups with her, this is like a blessing, a huge or a big blessing coming in from Spirit, which is really nice. So I want to keep going. If some of you are into something new, whether it's learning something new or something new has kicked off, this is saying that it's going to be very prosperous, abundant, filled with blessings. So we're going to see how the rest of the reading plays out. I like that. That's a good start. Now, remember, this could be how one person's feeling or something coming towards an individual. Let's just see how it goes, because I don't want to like talk this up too much and then hit a speed bump, but we're looking all right. Let's go in on that Queen of Cups. Why is this Queen of Cups here for Aries? Yeah, and heavy motherhood vibes here. There's the Queen of Cups here. Yeah, this is something that, a feeling or something that's just sticking around, very intense. Like I said, that's how it's feeling to me, like intuitively. We have the Six of Swords in reverse, usually a card of action, usually a card of movement. Pretty much the opposite of the Chariot we have on here on the end. Now, with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Swords in reverse, and I'll say this because it's the vice versa tarot, we have the front end, we have the back end. To me, this is something sticking around like really hard, not budging, not moving, very firm in its own footing. Under the Queen of Cups, this could be a very intense feeling, a very intense emotion that's just not fading away. Now, you do with that what you will. This doesn't have to be good or bad, right? I'm just giving it as a neutral message. But just know, like, if there's something you've been feeling for a while now, that might continue for a little bit. This is extremely intense and it's not moving, okay? It could even be how someone's feeling towards you, of course, if you're watching this for love. Because I don't just do these for love and romance, but let's go in on the Chariot. Super intense feeling here. And even though, like, we're next to that page, it could be somebody, like, wanting to share those feelings, share those emotions. make something known. So the talk, the conversation, that could still be at play. But we're going to go in on the Chariot and get those over there. Let's see what's up with the Chariot. Then I'll give you a quick recap before we get the shadow card going. Pretty good so far, okay? Let's just see how this plays. So why is the Chariot here? Thank you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful, lovely. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Chariot. It doesn't get much more better than this. And like I told you, last week's reading was an explosive win. This is opportunities, blessings, beautiful things coming, beautiful abundance. I would say overall, this is a very lovely reading, Aries. So even if you are going through ups and downs, rough roads, rough patches, this is something to look forward to, especially new cycles and new things, right? There's tons of blessings here. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, I do call the card of golden opportunities. Could be influxes of money coming in here. But I see somebody seizing the day, right? Underneath the Chariot with the Ace of Pentacles, like this is somebody jumping on an opportunity, pouncing on an opportunity, like not letting it go to waste. So this might be Spirit saying like, hey, if something comes along that could change the game for you, jump on it right away. Okay, like this is feeling good to me, especially in conjunction with what we have going on. So let's go through and do a quick little recap here. I would say overall for this week's reading, it's looking really nice here, Aries. But yeah, we'll go through this, then I'll give you the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Page of Cups with the Empress. Like I said, this is blessings. This is beautiful news that could be coming in. Yeah, it might be a link to somebody with those Venus traits. There's a lot of motherhood and fertility here, but I feel good things coming. So a lot of you could have exciting news, good news. There is energy of opportunities, wins, blessings painted all over this spread. Moving forward, we do have the Queen of Cups with the Six of Swords in reverse. There could be a very intense feeling or emotion that's sticking around, how somebody's feeling, it's not changing, right? So whether that's how someone's feeling towards you or how you're feeling in general, it's not moving. But there could still be an emotional talk, emotional back and forth. I was picking that up. On the back end, we have the Chariot with the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Beautiful golden opportunity, rushing towards the good things. So this is really, really lovely, Aries. The wins, the abundance, the blessings. It's like good after good after good. So I would say very lovely energy this week for you. So please take a screenshot. Let's get you one shadow card here. I would say if times have been testing you, this is something really to look forward to. It's really good. Let's shuffle it up one time. What do we got for Aries in the shadows? I'm using the Shadowland Tarot once again. This is an awesome deck for this purpose. Been using it for a couple months now. I will continue to do so. It's an awesome way to get some introspection at the end of a reading. So let's see what's in the shadows. Whether new or old, we're just going to go through it real quick here. Okay, we have the Magician, so be careful what you're creating. Be careful what you're focusing on here whenever we have the Magician. This can be a card about control, so for some of you, you might feel vulnerable in situations where you don't have full control or you don't have a say when we have the Magician here. But like I was saying, this is a huge card of manifesting, bringing things forth from the ethereal realm into the physical. So when we catch him in the shadows, just know there's certain things you can't control and that you might not even want to. But you could be really manifesting things into your life, good, bad, and indifferent. And when this is the shadow thing, like I said, it could be control issues or spirit is warning you about what you're creating, what you're bringing forth. So try to keep your mind right, keep your mindset in a good place. That's what Spirit's saying here with this in the shadows. So we're going to plop the Magician down right there, Aries. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the November subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the October subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced the day after Halloween, November 1st. But for November, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Vice Versa Tarot once again. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, what are you most grateful for? 'Tis the season, am I right, my friends? That's all you need to do to enter. And at the end of November, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. My friends, as always, much love, and I'll see you next time.